Hey guys, welcome back to Full Circle with Joyce. I'm here with Benjamin Zulu, and we're just going through the things that no one tells you about love and relationships. And let me just touch on some more feedback here. Someone says, hey Joyce, I'm wisdomated watching from Kirinyaga. I don't know if that's your real name or you're saying you've just been given a lot of wisdom. That's really cool. You're watching from Kirinyaga and you say, it's always a blessing to be watching. And you say, love is never enough. Actually, even the Bible does not instruct us to marry who we love, but to love who we marry. I love that. And you say, this is because to love is very easy. There's even a provision to love your enemies. You just need to be in one judgment and in one mind. Love yourself, for there's no way to be the lover, or rather for excuse me, for there's no way the lover will be able to love the loved more than the loved love the self. Okay, all right, I hope you guys kind of got that last part there. Another here says, I'm 25 years old. I've been married for 4 years now. My husband is 30 and we've grown together, loved each other every day, gone through so much and still strong together. Marriage is God's plan for us all, and our spouses are God-given. People get married at 30 and still their marriages fail. So I think...
Let me report this.
Yeah. We're not saying it's every marriage.
Very good. We have said your brain develops like your feet. If we say children can only walk at 2 years, for example, let's say like 2 years, we are saying at 2 years, the legs are strong enough to walk. Mm-hmm. But even at 2 years, the child must exercise to learn how to walk. So you can still find a child who is 4 years and has never walked. Maybe they do not practice, they do not desire it. So we are not saying if you marry past 25, it will be right. I don't know where this person is getting this conclusion from. We are saying your brain has certain capabilities. And we are not saying you can't, we are saying you can get it pre-25, but it's a hit and miss. Yeah. It's like crossing River Tana on a rope. I am the one doing the body count, Joyce. I do not allow somebody who's dealing with one marriage, theirs only, to come here and mislead people. Me, I did it 19, and we are okay. Then I also ask them, what could have become had you taken those years to develop your career? Where could you have gone?
So you're more of an outlier, not the norm.
Thank you. And is marriage all you wanted in life? Was that your goal in life? If you want more out of life, you want also to set foundation for your career, for your calling. Exactly. So for me, I'm saying, we're not saying you cannot do it right, but we're saying it's a hit and miss, it's risky, and it's better to do it when you can see your life clearly.
Wow. Hey Joyce, Diana from Kisumu. I just love the show. I got married at 27 and I just noticed that after 2 years we lost interest in each other because we had nothing serious to talk about until we just started a business project. All is well now. At least we have something to talk about. All right. Someone else says, hey Joyce, I have dated this man for 5 months now, but I'm getting tired with him. Because he's not because he's not ready to be corrected, and he bores me with, is that when you initiate a serious, I guess, topic about the two of you, he's never ready to. And worst of all is this man has never given me his plans, visions, etc. Neither has he ever told the truth. And they write in caps, advise me please.
You don't need advice. You're just in denial. This was dating. It's an interview. He has failed the test. So what advice do you want?
Yeah.
You're the one who's too attached. This was, and please, okay, you're 5 months, I forgive, but still you're donating too much of your emotions because now you're already connected to him. That's why you're bargaining about it. If you are assessing him from outside, we said always date from outside. Don't fall in love before you learn him. Learn him before you fall in love. Please, that order is very important. Wow. When a man begins to pursue you, there are some women who start running. This guy's been pursuing me for 5 years, and you have not stopped to check who is pursuing you. Maybe it's a tuk-tuk that is running after you. Just a guy is pursuing me. He has been pursuing me for 5 years now. I think, and now you feel desired. There's a tuk-tuk running after you. Stop to see who is running after you. Just because a fellow is pursuing doesn't mean it's anything. So if he looks for you, pause, do the phone call. Check who you're dealing with. Maybe it's a beetle, just rolling down, running after you. No.
Ujiambia watu wa tuk-tuk vizuri, but it's okay.
You know, tuk-tuk don't have a radio, but the engine is the radio. You can dance by force when you're inside. Gong, 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 gong. So some people, when they carry you, like, you must dance that tune. Dum, 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 dum. And you know, some tuk don't have a starter, you have to use a rope. Some people just have to use, look at this, all those problems. Why are you with him? What is one reason that you're there? Yeah. Because you're emotionally attached already.
And there's something you've said, there that sometimes it's like we already know this thing has come to an end. We already know it's not working out. but we try bargaining with ourselves or like negotiating with ourselves to try and find an answer, to try and find a solution. It's hard to let go of a relationship, especially when you've invested so much into it. I mean,
And I want
that's
to ask-
5 months.
exactly.
That's almost half the year of her life. I mean,
And I want to ask her, when a person tells you, give me a chance, don't enter a relationship with them. That's the foolish mistake, but it's so common.
Wait, what? When they say give me a chance?
Yes, and you say, okay, I'll give him a chance. Don't start a relationship.
Because of
Meet
him saying give me a chance.
Yes. The guy is asking for a relationship to tie you quickly. But you, be wise. Say, let me hear what you have to offer. Let me assess it. From outside, interfere like a candidate. So what's your plan for? So what would you want with me? Okay, all right. So, okay. So how study, check before you get
Okay.
emotionally involved.
You know what I want to do? I want to one day just have, I want a table and 2 chairs.
Exactly.
And we pretend how to do a first date and what
Uh-huh.
questions to ask. Because
Can I order for the roses now?
now we're going to ask questions like, what are you going to offer?
When a guys want you see, Joyce, with a person want to marry you, they want to take over every department of it. They will influence every part of your life. So you want to check what kind of influence are you admitting. So when a person says, they keep saying, I gave him a chance. What chance? It's an interview. Companies don't employ you for a short while to check you employ. No, they assess you in a boardroom to check whether you are good for what you're looking for.
And you're right. I mean, this is not something that we're trying to just take chances on.
Yes.
Like, this is a life
Your
partner.
Exactly.
So it's not for
And you know what?
trisex.
Those who date using small relationships experience emotional fatigue very soon. You attach here, you detach. Attach, you relationships don't work. I'm tired.
We need to, oh my God, anyway, that's a topic for another day. Because I always say that all the time. Don't be quick to just date anybody.
No.
Right? Like, don't call it date. Go on coffees and whatnot, but don't attach yourself to a relationship with so many different people. Just because I feel like even if the one is in a corner eyeing you and he's always seeing you, Mara, you are with CG Maura, now you're with Kinyanjui, now you're with Omondi, now you're with who? I mean,
Mwanzia, Musyoka, Jogosh, you don't need that. Check, don't date. Please don't start. The dating and date is very confusing.
Yeah.
You can go on a date when you're not dating. But people also they are dating when they're in a relationship.
Yes.
So that language can be confusing. I simply say, meet up the person or converse with them to see whether they meet. This lady, I wanted to ask her, did you have minimum threshold for the guy you're going to date so that you measured him against it? No, you didn't. You said, let him come, I'll work with what he has. Now this is what he has. And now you're here complaining. Don't work with what a person has. Joyce, I knew what I wanted for my woman. And I kept checking whether the ones I was meeting were good for it. And I did not settle. I did not date anyone. I did not get a relationship until I found the one. I was protecting my heart. Ladies, protect your heart.
where?
Protect your heart. It's not worthy. They keep coming and going. Your heart will get tired of it.
Wow. Okay. Hey Joyce, I'm Regina. I have a guy who cheated on me that is not married, but later we fell in love and he decided to break the news that he is married. Akianani.
You walked into
We
the
continued the relationship,
pre-25s. That's a 24 and below.
but I'm not even finished the story. But he impregnated me
I know.
and akaruka akasema ball si yake.
Of course.
Now I'm pregnant, 4 months only.
It goes like that.
4 months lonely. Guess how old she is?
I know. Pre-25.
She's 25 on the money.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord.
I know. I know that narrative. I can read it like
Wow.
here. I know the narrative. Nobody.
This thing is not a joke.
No. Just nobody.
I know we laugh about this a lot because I think maybe, of course, we're older than that. And like, we're looking back at experiences and just be like, Father, thank you for
our
saving
rational
me.
brain has developed.
Yes.
This girl.
But these are very
or
sad
everything
stories.
that happened was foreseeable, but our brain could not foresee because it could not detach from the situation. I told you what 23, 24, once they fall in love, that love becomes like a religion, like an obsession, like they're carried by a wave, but you're already in love. So I said, let it just continue. Although he's married. So where are you going with it? So why did you get pregnant?
So what's the ideal age to start dating, Benjamin?
25 and above.
Okay.
25 and above. And I told you 24-year-old.
Not to get married, to start dating.
When I told you this morning, one told him, I'm 25, I'm married. And I hear that. If they invite me for a wedding where the bride is 25, while they're ululating, I say silent prayers. Because I know this was a blind jump into the dark. I try to do God help, God. Because I know they dated at 23, started at 24, and she's just blissful, thinking it's all about Alejandro, it's about she's imagining Prince Charming in a horse. So for me, I want to ask these kids, once you reach, once your brain stabilizes, you'll be able to, everything that happened to Joyce there was not rocket science. It's very foreseeable. But never ask pre-25s, what were you thinking? They were not thinking, they were feeling. The feeling, the amygdala is a feeling department. And that's what you are using when you're pre-25. Remember that.
Benjamin, I have to let you go today, but thank you so much for coming onto the show. I think this has been such a good discussion. Clearly, there's so many things that we get wrong when it comes to relationships. I hope you guys have been paying attention. And I think the first thing, it begins with really knowing yourself and having value in yourself, because some of these things you just should not be allowing into your life. How can people find you?
Benjamin Zulu KE everywhere. Benjamin Zulu KE on Facebook page, and Benjamin Zulu KE at Gmail. The same, Benjamin Zulu KE, Twitter and Instagram.
All right, fantastic. Asante sana.
Karibu.
We'll see you soon. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for your company. I need to call it a day, but let's meet here tomorrow for even more Full Circle with Joyce. Until then, God bless you and have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day. Ciao.